Today we're going to learn how to paint this white cat in the white snow. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, here's an exciting new reason for you to subscribe now. From here on, I will publish 3 new learning videos every week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on Sunday, the reference image for the video that most viewed and commented, I will upload it on YouTube for my subscribers to download. How to subscribe? Click the subscribe button below this video. I will give you 5 seconds before we start the painting. You know, I use exclusively the brushes from enjoyingart. Order yours today at enjoyingart.com brushes. First, think about on the left side, maybe a little bit too much space. So we're gonna more focusing on the cat shadow. In that case, I'm gonna move the cat a little bit more to the left-hand side. The first step is make up your mind how you're going to compose it. So now I'm gonna use a very little light color, okay? You can use the pencil to draw, but I like to use just directly use the paint. So I'm going to think about the cat right over here in the middle, maybe a little bit higher, so they have the big shape of the cat shadow. So I'm going to put it in the top over here like that. Here you go. Like this, a little bit more. Like that. That's the back on the top over there. And then take a look at the front. The part is right over here. This is a very important decision. After you know the top, what's the bottom, you're going to know the middle. Right? If you never make up your mind what's the top, what's the bottom, you cannot see where is the chin or the head. Right? Now I'm looking at her. I think the chin is right in the middle, the height. So the chin right over here. That's the second decision. And then come over here, I can divide into 3. So the top of the head is actually 1/3. 1, 2, 3. And the middle over here, actually this is the eye. Okay. So everything all related start from the big to small proportion. You're gonna find out all the places. So make it to be a more proportionally correct object, right? Okay, that's good. Good observation. And then the eye is going to be here, like that. And also this whole side, it is actually the shadow side. So I'm going to put a little mark over here. And I don't have to make decision in the middle over here. The ear will come out over here. That's the ear. And this side. So everything is step by step. You don't want to try to figure it out everything at once, and no one can do that. You have to do it step by step. So make everything solid. So this is good. And this eye, obviously, and the space between the 2 eyes equals to 1 eye space. Very much similar to you and me as a human face. Okay, this is good. Now on this side, this is good. And the mouth over here, the nose, they have a little triangle. We'll come back to that in a bit. So now I'm going to continue. Again, this is not even a painting yet. This is drawing. Okay, try to figure things out. So this is the shadow of the arm from here all the way here. Just painting the shape like that. So I'm going to make it a little bit softer. Just use the water, use the brush, and softer over here because I don't want it to be standing out so sharp at the edges. Okay, getting there. Now I'm going to take a look on the other side. It's going to be very easy. I know that you maybe think about, you always make it look easy. But in fact, it's just easy. It's the process easy. Okay, you have to focusing on the process. Now I'm gonna making the shadow side, define the shadow side over here, and the shadow side of the body is like here. And now I'm gonna coming down the leg and the back, and have a little big leg over here that stop right there. Your eye always comparing. Oh, now it become a little issue, a little problem. So you know what's the problem? The whiskers. The whiskers so thin, how we can get the whiskers? I have two options for you. One, you're going to use the white paint to paint that line. Second, you're going to use a knife to scratch it. The next thing in the drawing, we're going to take a look at the left side of the body. Like that, I can see the straight line, okay? Don't look at as curved line. Straight line is easier to define. And on this side, coming down like that, how wide is the body and the arm? Could be a little bit closer. Like that, that should be fine. Right here, this is good. This is very soft. I can just put a little big line over here, coming to the front over here. This is the paw, like that. And then the next, I'm going to define the catch the shadow all the way on the other side. Catch the shadow over here, all the way over here. Remember, we did the leaf in the catch the shadow. We did from one color turn to the other color. Remember, right? And start from warm to cool. Over here, also a little bit warmer, lighter, and to a little bit more blue. So this is good. I think the drawing I already finished. Now the next thing I'm going to do is start painting. I'm going to always paint big area, then small area. So take a look. And look at the outside over here. Looks like I'm going to wet it because I want this to be very soft. I don't often wet the paper before painting, but this could be a good thing to do. And based on what you need, I'm going to wet the outside space. And so that the cat, I'm going to wet also in the shadow as well, like this. I'm going to wet this and also wet it the outside over here, like that. Wet this, a lot more water. Okay, I'm going to wet it right outside the shape over here. So my wet paint will only can reach to as far as the wet reach. Does that make sense? Because water brings the color everywhere, right? So it's just good, right? The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit blue. Now here we go, start mixing color. Now think about a little bit farther away is a little bit more gray color. So I'm going to add a little red. The red make it feel a little bit gray, okay? That's just good. I'm going to start from here, like that. Here you go. Coming around. That's good. Like this is the little light. You see the water, it really going to help you. Okay, that's good. Like that. And I'm going to get a little bit more blue. Okay, here you go. Right in the middle over here, have a little bit more like a catch the shadow. Coming over here from the other side, maybe the other object. I'm going to put the color all the way coming over here like that. You see that? Have a little bit color. That's good. That's just fine. And doesn't have to be look exactly like that. Okay, coming a little bit closer. So this is a very soft. It's going to be looks kind of interesting. I'm going to softly, and here you go, like that. Now you see the light color and making the suggestions of the shape of the leg. All right, I'm gonna coming over here like that. Have some dry brushes. It's already getting dry. Okay, this is good, and I like the glowing feeling. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna have this. Just use the brush over. Can you see that? That's just very good. Okay, like that. Very nice. A little bit soft. Okay, that's good. I want to have a little bit softer. At this point, I'm going to use my magic finger. Ready? I'm going to see a little bit like a snowing coming down. So now I'm going to continue. Now I'm going to come back over here. Now start painting the cat shadow, right? Okay, the cat shadow a little bit warmer first on here. I'm going to start from here. I'm going to have a little bit more yellow and red, like a little bit orange color, remember? And take a little bit blue, like that. This is good. Now I'm going to start over here. A little bit more clear. Oh, a little bit more red. I want it to be a little bit more red, like that. And this is a little bit more clear, like that. That is going to be one of the highlight of this painting, like that. That's beautiful. Now, this is good, like that. And over here too is the lake over here, like that. But quickly, you're going to have the blue connect to it. Okay, this is good. You're going to have it, this is called wet into wet, because the wet color connect to the red color, the warm color. I'm going to have a little bit later, like that. And here you go. And you see, this is very easy. Watercolor painting is so easy. And I can say that one more time. It's so easy. It's everything in the method, in the step. If you learn the step, you're going to do it like a very effortless. And this step maybe take a little bit time for you to get used to it. So it maybe take you a month, 2 months, and it will be very quick. As soon as you know this process, you're going to get very, very easy. So you think the same way that I'm going to think, right? So now this is good. That's all prepared. Now I'm going to have a little bit more blue, a little bit bigger. Here you go. Now I'm going to have it right over here, all the way. See that? All the way. And the catch the shadow has a little bit more soft, but it will be fine. Now the background is good already, and I love the background over here. Now I'm going to take a look at, and in the shadow side of the cat, now I'm going to take a look over here. Now we've finished the catch the shadow. Now I'm going to coming into the shadow side of the cat right here. There's a little bit shape over here, like that. That's good. That's good. Like this. This is good. Now, just ping around the white shape. Okay, that's good. Now on this side, the whole shadow side, you maybe see you didn't see the shape of the shadow, but when you pay attention, you should see it right over here. Have a little bit more red with the blue color. Can you see it? Right over here. Right there. I'm going to have this a little bit softer, but I have just connect the color and have a little bit blue in it. So you don't need to have a lot of water, but you got to have enough water, right? I'm going to go to the nose over here, in the middle of the nose, and have that a little bit separate. And the whole eye also in the shadow, right? Here you go. I'm going to have a little bit shape, a little bit shadow, connect it, and look before you make the decision. You have to know what you want to do, okay? Like that. And then looking down over here, you're going to see. And after I paint the nose, the mouth, and you're going to see, you say, oh, that's just the shadow side. Because at the beginning, most of the time we get attracted or distracted by the eyes, by the nose, those things. You at the beginning, even though you paint animal or paint people, you want to ignore those. Don't see those. You only see the form, see the shape, see the shadow side, the whole shadow side. Now I'm going to continue. I think I have a little bit yellow down over here. You can see that little bit more yellow. You can see that because of all the color that we have is only either yellow, red, and blue. So you have to analyze that by thinking about the 3 colors. Okay, so how much yellow, how much blue in that color, and how you're gonna mix it, and you're gonna know, right? I'm gonna have a little bit more, tiny more blue over here, like that. Tap on it. I have a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more coming over here. That's good. Like that. That's good. I'm gonna have this a little bit more, tiny more clear, because the part is so close to us. So just think about what we just talked about, perspective. All right, closer, clear. Farther away, softer, right? That's just good. You guys are so smart. You already get it, even just hear one. Okay. Okay, this is good. Now I'm going to have a little bit softer over here. And on this side, because I have the furs very soft, so you have to keep it a little bit softer like that. This is great. On this side, a little bit softer. This is pretty good already. Now I'm going to have just very tiny blue color, softer like that, showing that there's going to be very tiny shape on the outside. So I'm going to just put a little bit tiny color right there. This is good enough. You don't want to have everything so much contrast. So only some area have more contrast. Now I'm going to start working into it. I'm going to get a little bit red for the ear. Ready? And here you go. And I have a little red, but the whole ear on this side is actually more shadow. Can you see that? If I put this color on this side, it's fine, but on the other one, it's not enough because the other one in the shadow side. So it had to be darker, right? Get it? That's good. On this side, I'm going to have just make it a little bit softer. Okay, I'm going to show you the paper that I'm using actually is at the end of the video. Okay, here you go. And coming down, so the ear is pretty good. And I can also have a little bit shadow. Okay, look at this. Have a little bit darker color, blue and the red. I'm going to have this. Okay, take a look. Focus on that. And a little bit going around. That's just the edge of the ear. That's just pretty good. Now I'm going to take a look back over here. That's a little bit darker. And a little bit darker. Seeing the little light here over there. That's just good. I'm going to have a little bit tiny red. Okay, need to be a little bit darker. Now I'm going to have it expand this like that. Now you see the left side and the right side ear is different. One is in the light side, one is in the shadow side. And over here we need to wash that a little bit, make this ear a little bit wider. So let's see, we can wash it, or maybe we're going to scratch it. Okay, we can do the scratching a little bit later. Okay, the painting is almost there, almost done. I'm going to have a little bit red for the claw at the front over here. Okay, I'm going to pick one. And if you're interested in art, you should try to draw something every day. Okay, because the technique that you use, the ability that you have, it's very much the same. Okay, it's observation. You see it, you analyze it, and you paint it. I'm going to have the claw over here and have a little bit shadow and a little blue over here. See, there's a little bit blue. That's good. It's always good. And I'm going to make this even a little bit more clear over here like that. And here you go. That's good. Now it looks like very forward. It's very nice. Okay. And coming over here, I'm going to have that a little bit darker. Okay, that's just good. Now we're going to look into the eye. Okay, it's very simple. And first I'm going to set the color inside the eye, have a little bit green color. So I'm going to take the yellow, just a little bit tiny, but inside the eye it has a highlight. And I'm going to take a look at inside this eye. Okay, you can make the eye bigger if you want to. Okay, here you go. And I'm going to draw a shape of the eye. I'm going to leave a little bit highlight on the left side. I know it's very tiny space, but you can do it. Okay, I'm going to put that color right here. This is good. On the other eye is blue. Ooh, look, so scary. Okay, right here. Okay, it's almost there. There's the color of the. This is good. We already have the cast shadow, and I'm going to just put a little red color for the nose. I don't know why they always red nose. Okay, and here. Looks like a triangle. Okay. And then right in the middle, it looks like I have a little bit light. Okay, get a little bit more red. Okay, that's good. A little bit more red. Okay, look at that nostril over here. Okay, it's a little bit darker too. And here you go. On this side, the little nose. We come back to make some area even a little bit darker. And the mouth, right under, I have a little bit more warm and but a little bit gray color. So I'm going to take this, a little tiny color. And here you go. Like that. You see, it looks like the mouth. Maybe a little bit darker. Tiny more. That's good, like that. And the corner of the mouth can extend a little bit more. And this is good. Okay, this paper doesn't have much easy for lifting. So that's the only downside, but we can do some simpler painting with this. And the bottom over here, I'm going to just make it a little bit darker. So make the chin look a little bit clear. So this is all about our contrast. Contrast between two different colors, light and dark. Okay. So if you want the chin over here to look a little bit lighter, so you would paint the other area a little bit darker, so that it creates a little bit more separation, right? So I'm going to have a little bit more blue over here. Here you go. I have a little bit blue, like that, and this the leg right there, and this the shadow over here. This is almost there. Almost there. I'm going to get a little bit tiny, a little bit shape over here. That's this separate. That is the leg and the back, like that. Now this is good. And I'm going to go into the eye. Now that's the last thing we need to add to it, and then the whisker, and the painting will be done. So I'm going to do, on the left eye, I'm going to have a little bit brown color. How to mix the brown color? Yellow, red, and blue, right? Actually, almost like every color, it mixed that three color. But it's a little bit more warmer than other colors, so it will be a little bit more red, right? So take a look at the bottom over here. Okay, pay attention to it. How to move the brush. That's good. And on this side, and we can have a little tiny color at the top too. Okay, have a little line over here, like that. You can use a bigger paper. And now I'm going to have the red. That's the darkest color. That how you're going to do it. The red and the blue color. There's two colors together, making it very dark. Now, that's very important. And take a look. You have to squint your eye and get all your energy together. Like that. I know some people may be a little scared. Oh, if I don't do it right, I waste all the energy. No, you'll be fine. Okay, it's fun. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna have the pupil. So I'm gonna see right in the middle over here, like that. That's perfect. And this one has the little line coming down. That's interesting. Maybe a little bit thicker right in the middle. That's good. And the corner over here can be a little bit darker, like that. This is good. And the nose have a little bit more red. And the shadow side of the nose a little bit darker, like that. Is good. And also the nose, the nostril over here, also a little bit darker. And then the middle. Now let's talk about how we do the whisker. Okay. Before we talk about whisker, I think I'm going to do one more round for the catch the shadow. And it feels like it need to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to just use the large brush like that right here. Can you see that? And coming over here. And coming onto this side. That's good. Now I'm going to get a little bit softer. Yeah, a little bit softer. And coming onto this side, a little bit around like this. Now I'm going to just clear the brush, just use the water. Now you have to use large brush for this. Okay, softer, tap on it. Softer, tap on it. That's good. Now to catch the shadow, a lot stronger. As I promised, we show you the paper that I'm using. This is from Artisar. It's 140 pound. Can you see that? And 5.5 inch by 8.5 inch. So it's a very tiny, small watercolor sketchbook.